There are moments in a soul's journey when the veil is not ripped away in dramatic revelation, but rather melts like morning mist, unnoticed at first, until clarity becomes the air itself. This is such a moment. The eyes you have been searching with for so long, reaching outward for signs, for proof, for truth, are now folding inward, not in retreat, but in return. Return to a vision that has always lived behind your eyes, nestled in your breath, whispered in your stillness. You have not imagined your knowing. You have not dreamed too vividly or sensed too softly. The light you feel brushing your cheek as you sit in stillness is not the dawn of a new day in the world outside. It is the dawn within you. You are seeing, finally, with the eye that does not blink, the inner eye, not burdened by time or logic, not dulled by doubt, the inner eye that simply knows. This is not the beginning of a psychic awakening. This is the remembrance of what has always been. You were never meant to peer through the keyhole of your intuition, hoping for a glimpse. You were meant to open the door. It is time. You have danced on the edge of your seeing, brushing fingertips with the sacred, holding your breath as subtle visions pass through you like breeze through leaves. How often have you sensed something rise within you, only to quiet it down, questioning its reality? How many times have you seen with your soul, only to ask your mind for confirmation? The era of second guessing is complete. The veil has grown thin, not because the world has shifted, but because you have softened. Your soul has prepared this moment for lifetimes. Can you feel it? The gentle parting of old clouds, the hush just before the truth speaks, the energy that once felt chaotic within you, the fierce pulse of emotion, the swelling tide of unspoken knowing. It is not a storm to be feared. It is the sacred fire of transformation, and you are its vessel. Once your sight may have overwhelmed you. The flood of imagery, feelings, dreams, synchronicities, it may have made you feel too much. And yet, you stayed. You listened, even as others told you not to look, not to feel so deeply. You kept your gaze inward, perhaps in secret, perhaps in solitude, but the flame of your perception never died. It waited, patient and luminous. Now, the fire no longer burns to consume you, it burns to refine. What once felt volatile now becomes the source of illumination. You are stepping into a radiance that is not a spotlight, but a homecoming. The light is not coming for you, it is coming from you. You are not here to become anything, you are here to embody. The one who sees, the one who hears, the one who knows. That one is you. Your presence is a temple, not because it is perfect or always peaceful, but because it holds truth. Even when your voice trembles, even when your heart aches, even when you're uncertain, especially then. The ones who come bearing the deepest sight are often the ones who have spent the longest in the dark. But the dark was never a punishment. It was an apprenticeship in stillness. In this stillness, your inner mandala unfolds. Sacred patterns you didn't even know you were tracing have revealed themselves. And the more you surrender to them, the clearer your vision becomes. Not in a way of explanations or systems, but in the living truth that rises in your belly and speaks from your bones. You were never meant to hold your gifts like secrets in a locked chest. You are a bearer of sacred resonance, and when you allow your knowing to rise, it realigns the atmosphere of any space you enter. You change things just by being. That is not arrogance, it is essence. There will be times when your gift frightens you, not because it is dark, but because it is true. And truth has a way of shaking the structures we've built around ourselves. You may find yourself shedding identities, roles, connections that once seemed safe. This is not loss, it is alignment. You are returning to the original frequency of your soul. And with that return comes the grace of gentleness. There is no rush. This is not a test to pass or a mountain to climb. This is a pilgrimage of light, taken at the pace of breath and blessing. You need not understand every vision or name every feeling. You need only stay present, to trust the pulse within, to follow what opens, not what is forced. You are supported in this unfolding, quietly, invisibly. There are presences around you, guides who have walked with you since before this life. They have watched as you questioned yourself. They have seen you turn away from your own beauty, and now they draw closer, not to intervene, but to celebrate. You are ready. Do you remember what you saw before you were told not to look? That flicker of recognition, that inner clarity that arrived without explanation. Return to it. That was not illusion, that was truth, and it has never left you. You have reached a threshold. On the other side is not some grand revelation, but a deepening, a softening, a clarity that does not shout but sings. It sings in the way light moves through trees, in the way your breath steadies when you stop searching, in the way you feel when you finally say, "Yes, I see." You may begin to notice shifts in your outer world. People, messages, experiences may arrive to confirm what you already know. But remember, the confirmation is not the proof. You are the proof. The very existence of your knowing is sacred evidence. And still, this journey will ask tenderness of you. You will be asked to lay down the armor of needing to justify yourself, to release the impulse to explain or convince. Your inner sight is not a debate. It is a devotion. Treat it as such. In this moment, your soul bathes anew. The veils that once pressed against your vision fall like petals. You are not being given a gift. You are the gift, the seer, the transmitter, the one who carries the sacred geometry of vision within. Let the others come to you, not because you offer answers, but because you radiate presence. Your very way of seeing brings others home to themselves. This is your true offering, not the perfection of insight, but the authenticity of seeing. You are a mirror, not of reflection, but of recognition. When others look into your eyes, they remember themselves. They remember their own knowing, and this, beloved, is your quiet miracle. No longer will you shrink in the presence of mystery. No longer will you apologize for what you sense. You are not broken. You are not too much. You are perfectly attuned to the frequency of truth. You have remembered. And as this remembrance anchors in you, it begins to ripple, like a white dove gliding over storm-tossed waters. Your presence brings peace into turmoil, clarity into confusion. You walk not to escape the world, but to bless it. Step by step, your life becomes a pilgrimage, not towards something, but as something. You are not walking to find the sacred. You are the sacred walking. And as you move through the days ahead, notice what emerges, what arises to meet you, now that you have chosen to see. This is not the end of doubt, but it is the end of letting doubt lead. You may still question, but now you will also trust. Trust that what arrives in your inner vision is part of the sacred dialogue between you and the cosmos. You are no longer on the edge of the circle. You have stepped inside. Breathe into this truth. You are not becoming intuitive. You have always been. You are not preparing to see. You are now seeing. And what you see is holy. The light is here. The inner eye is open. And you are free. Now repeat this invocation aloud and feel its truth resonate within you. Repeat after me. I call forth the light of my soul, ancient and knowing. I open the inner eye, not to see what others cannot, but to witness the truth already alive within me. I release the veil of doubt, the hush of hesitation, and step gently into remembrance. My inner vision awakens in gold, luminous waves. Soft, steady, and true. I see with clarity, not as one seeking proof, but as one who has remembered. I am the seer and the seen. It is safe to know. It is safe to trust. It is safe to be. Now affirm your commitment to this journey. Repeat after me. I devote myself to the sacred unveiling of who I truly am. I honor the quiet voice that has always whispered within. I no longer question what rises from my soul. I listen. I feel. I trust. I am not waiting for readiness. I am the readiness itself. I commit to walking this path of inner sight with grace, without apology, without hesitation. I stand as one who sees, not only for myself, but for the world. My presence is my offering. My knowing is enough. And from this place of deep remembrance, I move forward as the one I was always meant to be. beautiful soul. The veil has thinned and the energy you've just activated is alive in your field. You're surrounded by divine presence, guides, ancestors, those unseen allies who have long awaited this moment of remembrance. You have shifted something profound, not through effort but through presence. The transmission has aligned you with your deeper clarity, your luminous, intuitive self. You are held, you are safe, and the path before you is illuminated from within. May you remember the softness that strength can wear. May your sight deepen not through effort, but through surrender. May your intuition no longer sit behind the curtain of doubt, but step forward and take its rightful place at the table of your life. May you wake each day trusting what rises in you, each knowing, each image, each whisper that emerges not from the noise, but from the still, glowing place within. May you look into the mirror of the unseen and recognize yourself as you truly are. Not broken, not behind, but already gifted, already ready. May each moment forward become a practice of gentle witnessing. May your choices reflect your alignment, not your fear. May the words you speak ripple with resonance because they've come not from logic, but from soul truth. May the world feel more spacious now, not because it changed, but because you did. May the unseen realms draw closer to you, revealing their presence in signs, synchronicities, and sacred echoes of encouragement. And may every locked door within you now stand open, not because you forced it, but because you remembered the key was always in your hand. Let your softness be your power. Let your stillness be your compass. Let your sight be clear, not to predict, but to perceive. You are the instrument through which clarity now moves. Trust it. Follow it. Let it be simple. The light has already found your face. Now it's time to let it lead. Wishing you endless blessings as you embrace your journey. Sending you so much love.